What is vibing? This is Vish, and today I'll be responding to Sadhguru's video on how do you know if you have the Guru's grace. I'm a meditation coach and have guided hundreds of people on their meditation journeys. If you have any questions as to how to start or how to continue, message me on Instagram at VishVibez or in the comments down below. Sadhguru is a yogi, visionary, and mystic who is enlightening the world. The self is truly grateful for his presence and the nuggets of wisdom that he shares so selflessly with everyone. He has truly helped brighten the path towards inner awareness to the self, and for that, I'm truly grateful. Let's find out if I have Sadhguru's grace in this video and what he even has to say about it. I'm not sure what to expect. Let's get straight into it.
Have you noticed many times if you're in a hotel lobby, there is a background music going on, and after some time you do not know that there is music going on, unless you want to make a conversation and you find it interferes with it or something like that, otherwise it's on all the time and you do not notice it. Being in America, some machine is buzzing all the time in your house, but you do not know that it's buzzing. Only when you enter the house you will know it, after some time you do not know it. So almost anything which is there with you all the time, you tend to not know it. That's the only reason why you do not know the hand of the divine upon you. Because it's always on. If it was off and on, if you do not even know that your breath is on, if it goes off for a minute, for sure you know. So because it's not at all off, that's the reason why you do not know. But what is…
Also, just to point out real quickly, it is interesting to see that in this video, he is surprisingly not looking at the camera directly. And he's looking down, just like in a different direction. Not too sure if it means much, but just an observation.
What is the problem if something is on all the time? What is the problem not knowing? Not knowing that you're alive, what is the problem? You'll just miss life, that's all. The joy of being in grace will be lost. Still life will be happening, but the joy of being in grace is completely lost upon you. So it's not something that's on and off. It is not something that every weekend you question whether it is on or off. It's just on. You just have to, become conscious of it so that you know the joy of being in grace. I have said this in many ways, but people… I'm sure most of you have chosen to ignore it. I've said, once you sit with me even for a moment, then there is no such thing as privacy in your life. So the moment you sat with me, particularly initiated by me, after that there's no such thing as whether it is on or not, it is on all the time. It is just that you are expecting grace just to fulfill your plans. Most people are only expecting grace to fulfill their plans because this is an old habit of going to the temple, church or mosque and telling God what he must do. If he does not do, you will change your God. So this is an old habit. So grace is not about fulfilling your plan. Grace is about fulfilling life's plan for you. This is not about fulfilling your petty plan, because every day your plans keep changing. At different stages in your life, many times you thought this is it and next…
It's a beautiful point he makes. A lot of the times, people do go to these worship places, regardless of what your religion is, to pray, and praying itself has many different variations and forms. However, it does seem like a lot of the times, or at least some of the times, people pray asking for certain things, asking even for the nicest things, right? That I just wish happiness to be upon myself. A reflection that the self has had is certain things like that we should leave in our hand. What's the point in putting it out there with someone else that may or may not exist? I don't know if it's true or not, right? I'm not gonna say it is true. I'm not gonna say I believe in God or I don't believe in God, because I just don't know. It's okay to say that I don't know, because that's what leads to the opening of the doors for possibilities. And so instead just going in with that conscious intention of absorbing the conscious vibes, that is what to me would be more of a conscious approach to prayer. Just asking for, give me this riches or that food and this girl and that guy. Like you said, right? Grace isn't going to fulfill those plans. But let's see what he's talking about with grace. I'm still curious.
Next moment you change your decision. So, grace, a guru's grace is not designed to fulfill your plans. Guru's grace is designed to fulfill the life's plan.
Yes,
you as a piece of life to fulfill its plan, to make life arrive at its fulfillment, not to fulfill your immediate plan. You want to go on a vacation, go Sadhguru, why are you not helping me? This is not about that. So don't every other day keep on questioning, is it there with me, is it not there with me? I won't be wasting my life with you if I could not sustain the support and make it happen.
Whoa, that was just yet another beautiful video by Sadhguru. It's lovely to see how he never directly answers questions. He always points directions towards you experiencing the answer on your own. A huge part of spirituality is experience. And if someone says this is that, this is this, without your true experience, it's hard to believe in or hard to understand. And that is why experience is even stronger than understanding things. Experience is living out the realizations. Realizations are for sure a beautiful thing, a step above understanding. And so the direction that Sadhguru pointed in was truly a profound one. Now I can see how a few people might be a bit taken aback by him saying that he's always with you and it's almost like he's never gonna leave you kind of thing when you get initiated. First off, what initiation means is he has a bunch of programs which are either called inner engineering, there's BSP, Shunya, a bunch of different programs where he either directly or indirectly initiates you into. It's almost like a consecration, as he describes it, into a special spiritual process. It's not something that you can do on your own. You have to get specially inducted by him. It might get people worried about getting initiated and what does that even mean. And to first off preface, the self has not been initiated yet into any program. I have completed inner engineering and the completion program will happen pretty soon. That is when the self will get initiated into the Shambhavi Mahamudra meditation. And the self is very much looking forward to it because once you get initiated, it's almost like an example to the self would be boost in spiritual awareness and growth. It's as simple as that. Now, going into the other aspects of the video, him mentioning how people go to these different places of worship to just ask for things, that is not what grace is. Grace is almost like a blessing, and the blessing can be given without even having a wish. A blessing is really just a sense of love and guidance unconditionally, which is super important to have. The same way that he is putting his grace upon us, we also can do the same thing with each other. We can bless each other, shed grace upon each other, help to awaken each other. And once the whole world is conscious, as Eckhart Tolle calls it, the new earth, it will truly be a beautiful planet. And it's not going to be over because that will be the only beginning to the next step in evolution of what we have to face. And we must be ready for that. Thank you so much for watching this response to Sadhguru's video on how do you know if you have a guru's grace. I truly appreciate you taking the time. Take it joyfully, make it a great day, and stay conscious.